Cleveland, because, like all the niggas that get on from Cleveland, they don't take it serious like how I was. You feel me?
Yeah,
And then the niggas that is on, that do get on, like MGK and them, they don't really come back around. Like, you know what I'm saying? The niggas really don't put on for Cleveland for real, or like make it like us, make it like to where, all right, man, it's motivating me to get out. Like, you feel me? Like, it wasn't really motivating us for real, because like us as, like, coming from a drug dealer's perspective, like, we looking at it like, man, shit, like, man, we getting money anyway. Fuck that shit. We don't need to rap. You feel me? But when Q did it, that's that nigga that actually get money, that was actually trapping, selling drugs, and he got on. And I'm like, damn. And this nigga's part of me. He's part of, you feel me? Part of my squad. So it's like, oh yeah, I gotta do something now.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I like the fact that you're authentic. So we know that there's no cap in your rap, as they like to say. Now, do you think your music would be as authentic if you really didn't come from that life? Because, you know, a lot of rappers these days really never, you know, were in the streets. They grew up very privileged. They were never around that. And then they rap about this stuff. How do you feel about those rappers?
I feel like, man, those rappers, like, I feel like they is privileged, and I feel like I do kind of get offended, because it's like, y'all really don't know what y'all putting our lives in y'all raps. Y'all really don't know what it feel like to really be living that. And then when y'all really get into some shit and y'all get a taste of what the shit really hitting for, now y'all want to tell and all this. Like, no, like, you feel me? Live that gangster shit that you was rapping. Like, now you catch a Rico, and the record label Rico turn into a whole gang charge, and now you want to tell and shit. No, stand on business and live that shit that you was rapping. But, you know, people want to live what we live. See, we done been through it. So it's like, when we catch cases, man, that shit be like cakewalk, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not glorifying that shit. It's like, we know what to do. So it's like, yeah, I get offended when I hear rappers and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, talking about shit that they don't live, because they don't know the ins and outs. Shit, they don't know what nigga gotta go through when they reeing up, or if they gonna get robbed, or if they gotta. It's a possibility that they can probably kill somebody out of self-defense, or, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that. Like, you don't know what the fuck niggas go through for real. Like, I just feel like shit, some rappers should be themselves. You feel me? Like, now, if you telling a story, because I know some rappers that tell stories about their father's lives or people's lives that they are inspired by. Now, I don't knock that. But if you portraying an image, then I do get offended by that. But it ain't my place to talk about them.
Right. Now, I have a question. Because I see, like, I'm looking at your, we get artist information. You got a lot of lit shit that's about to happen while you are behind bars. And me personally, I was in a relationship with someone who was locked in the feds, and he really paid my tuition and made sure I was straight. So a lot of guys who are locked can still make things happen on the street. And I appreciate people like you. I know, from looking at your information, you're about to start a record label from behind bars.
Yes, I am.
And this is like the first rapper to do so, right? You're the first rapper to do so.
Yeah, but like, I got inspired for real off of, because a lot of people don't know, like, the original founder of Death Row Records. You familiar with Death Row Records, Tupac, all them shit.
Yes.
Like, a lot of niggas think that Suge Knight is the original founder. And really, Michael Harris, or they call him Harry O or some shit like that. He was the one that started Death Row Records from jail. he was doing some crazy ass time in the feds or some shit like that for some drug cases or some crazy shit or some murders or some shit. I'm not for sure, but he was doing a long time around that time Death Row was getting started, and he started Death Row and he funded the money and gave it to Suge Knight. Now Suge Knight is, you know, as everybody know, he do bullshit. He do scandalous shit. So he did some scandalous shit, but it really was. It wouldn't be no Death Row without Michael Harris, and that nigga was in jail. So I kind of was inspired by him, like, and it's like, yeah, I'll be the first one to do it, but like, he was really the first one to do it. He just ain't getting notoriety of it because Suge Knight was the face. Nah, that's what made me feel like, you know, me doing my background search, because Tupac my favorite rapper, so me doing my research, I felt like shit. Because when I came to jail, I was already in the midst of doing it, but when I came to jail, I was thinking about giving up, like, man, fuck it, I might just fuck it, give up. But it's like, man, what the fuck am I giving up for? I just put all my money into this already when I was out. So all I could think about was that. Like, man, I'm about to keep going. Fuck it.
So how long, if you don't mind me asking, how long do you have this time around?
Honestly, I don't even have no time. I'm in the middle of fighting the case. I'm in the middle of fighting the case right now. I've been locked up since summer of 2023. They locked me up on the day that I was supposed to get terminated from parole. Because I was on parole from the 3.5 years that I did. And on the day that I was supposed to get my certificate to get off, a case popped up that I had caught in the sticks of Ohio. And that's why I'm fighting this case plus the parole time. And I copped out. I had copped out to 2 to 4 years, with not 2 to 4 years, 18 months to 20 to 48 months. And they did some bullshit to, you know, where like on sentencing day came, they tried to give me more time that I agreed to. So I'm basically just fighting to get the time that I copped out to, so, you know, I can get time served and probably go home. So it's no telling when I'm getting out. You feel me? It could be tomorrow. It could be next month. You feel me? Next year. Like I said, I don't have the time. The case is still pending right now.
So who is handling, if someone is listening right now and they wanted to get signed to you, who is handling your business on the outside?
Myself, and my dog Johnny Pito, man. Him and my sister. But you know, my sister, she be on her own type of time, man. You know, she be busy and shit. She still a young swiffer swapper, man. So you know, she still want to kick it and shit. So it's really just me and Johnny Pito for real.
Yeah, and Johnny Pito is a good person.
Yeah, he is, man. That's my dog.
So yes, we'll have the Instagram information linked to this interview. So hit up either Johnny Pito or Mike's page. And like you said, you're very popular in Cleveland. People know who you are. They know you got that bag. They know you can make things happen even from behind bars. And to me, that's a person that I would want to be signed to, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Now,
my Instagram is oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. My Instagram is K.O.L.O.S.S.A.L 2 times. So, you know, if anybody want to do anything, man, you know, contact me. K.O.L.O.S.S.A.L with a K. K.O.L.O.S.S.A.L _2 TIMEZ.
Perfect. And I'm sure you'll also have a lot of ladies hitting you up. Valentine's Day just passed. Do you have a special someone or a special someone's, plural?
Well, I mean, yeah, me and my child's mother, man, her name Diamond. Me Me and her, that's my baby girl, man. Well, I just had a son and stuff, so I've been, doing a little family thing. I bought her some stuff for Valentine's Day, and we got 2 kids together, so that's what I'm focused on. Cause really, like, man, it's like when you come to jail, man, it's like no matter how much of a somebody you is, like, yeah, it's a lot of people that hit a nigga up and shit like that, but it's like they still like want to use a nigga. Like they don't want to really hold a nigga down for real. And it's more than just holding a nigga down. And when a nigga say hold him down, it don't mean I need money or I need money on my books. It's not that. Sometimes shit, I need a secretary or I need an open ear, you know what I'm saying, a shoulder to lean on. Sometimes it may be some bullshit in here. I might have to slap a nigga or something, and then I just want to vent about it to a female. You know what I'm saying? And the way females' morals is nowadays, they don't be wanting to hear that shit. Like, oh, like, they don't even want to be on the phone for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, shit, fuck it. They be around, but it's not for the right reasons. It's for the wrong reasons. It's because a nigga hitting for something. It's because a nigga lit for real. So it's like, they ain't around for the right reasons. Their intentions is not good. So that's why I just stick to my baby mama, man. My baby mother gonna do the right thing. Even if we ain't together or not together, you feel me? I could call her like, yeah, hey, man, pick this up or drop this off, or I got something that's about to come through, do this, do that, call this person, look up this property for me, some shit like that. She gonna do it. It ain't no huff and puff or none of that. So it's like, that's the type of shit I'm on, loyalty. I ain't gotta worry about her stealing or, you feel me, if I leave her with some money, I know when I come home it's still there. Like, you feel me, she got hundreds of $1,000s of jewelry in my shit. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't coming up missing, no nothing. I call her still, like, yeah, man, it's my diamonds still is, you know what I'm saying, they still shining, you done cleaned them off. She like, yes. Like, I be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? How much money here? Did anything come through? Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I be needing by holding a nigga down.
No, I like that. And you said her name is Diamond?
Yeah.
Shout out to Diamond. Shout out to Diamond. Now, speaking of people, being on the outside, and like you said, like a lot of people will switch up, once somebody gets locked up. I know a couple of my friends who have went up the road. Every single one of them have went up the road because somebody told on them. Was that the case with you?
Absolutely.
So somebody told. Was it someone that was close to you that told?
Yeah, man. Like this situation, all of my situations, it really wasn't necessarily somebody told. I got set up. Like this situation was like way unfair because like in this situation I was kind of like driving while black, and as I'm driving while black, I get, in the middle of a situation where I bump into somebody that I knew, like, hey, man, yeah, shit, what you about to do? And the whole time she got a wire on, and she asked me for some change on the for me to change her bill out. We was at a bar, and she asked me to change her bill out. Like, man, you got change for this 50? I said, yeah.
You have 1 minute remaining.
And the fucking money was marked from a controlled buy that she was unsuccessful from the niggas before me. And so I just basically got used as a scapegoat. But all my other situations I got told on. Like, I didn't went to jail for shit that I ain't even do. And nigga told on me. It's been mistaken identities that I done went to jail for, did time for. I done did time for my nigga on a mistaken identity and still did time for that shit. I ain't telling them. So it was like, I always get jammed up on some fluke shit, not telling. It don't necessarily be a nigga told on me. It just be wrong place, wrong time, and I don't tell.